stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbuna. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Again, Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 44, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson will throw again. Touchdown, Jets. That's caught. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Wilson. That's complete. Okue-Bunam. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Touchdown! Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Igbenogany elects not to return. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Strong running at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a busted defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Here's a give to Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll run now with Gaskin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua throwing here complete to Gaskin. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st down, Wilson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw again is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incomplete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Jets 35, Dolphins 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Gaskin. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This is Gaskin on the carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game. To a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. To try again after the sack. Tua steps away to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's the end of the third quarter of play, with the score Jets 41. Dolphins 14.
The Dolphins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Tua now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Adam Shaheen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Jets 41. Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught by Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Tua now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this one complete again to Mims. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We've talked about it, see. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, they get this out wide to Gaskin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Wilson wants to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Another try after the first down sack. Tua under pressure. They got him again. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's the rookie Jalen Waddle. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going. His time is run out.